What's going on, guys? Checking in with kind of the battle of the top two boots that are on the market today, at least in our opinion. So we're going to be doing a comparison of the new Messi F50 adiZero synthetics and the brand new Vapor 9s that just dropped that we just did a review of as well. So bring it a little closer as far as kind of just comparing these guys and what they what the benefits of each one is, which ones we think is better, I think is better, kind of thing. Both obviously very, very quality boots. As far as extras for the shoes, the F50s, you come with the extra inserts. They do give you a little extra. Nike with the kind of swishy cleat bag, the usual from Nike for the most part. Both very lightweight shoes. That's probably what makes them so popular in the market today. Probably the two lightest boots on the market. You have the F50 adiZero synthetic boots weighing in at 5.8 ounces. You have the Nike Vapor 9s weighing in at about 6.5 ounces. So a little bit lighter on the adiZero side. They're going to give you a little bit lighter shoe, but not necessarily, at least in my opinion, a better shoe. As far as uppers, sprint skin upper for Adidas. It's a little bit gritty on the top. It's got that sprint skin synthetic upper throughout the entire thing. Very, very thin, a lot thinner than the Vapors. With the Vapors, you have the Tajin synthetic, but they've coated it with kind of a golf ball feel throughout the entire shoe. And one thing that's kind of different too, from kind of comparing these two, is that this version of the Vapors gets a little tacky in the front, whereas the adiZeros are a little sleeker as you pretty much throughout the entire shoe. The very sleek boot. As far as feel and just kind of slipperiness. This is slippery in the back, but it kind of gets grittier as you go into the top half of the shoe where you'll be striking, dribbling, what have you. So Tajin synthetic, sprint skin synthetic from Adidas. Obviously the Adidas one's a little bit lighter of a boot. As far as back of the shoes, the sprint frame obviously from Adidas is supposed to give you a little bit better kind of hold in your heel. Nike pretty standard, just all the way around. No real extras back here as far as the heel cup is concerned. They do both have this very, at least all the Vapors kind of have this very kind of leathery, grippy type heel cup, which is supposed to kind of make it so you don't move up and down. A lot of the Vapors in the past, and like the 6s and 7s, would give you pretty bad blisters. I know I used to get a ton of blisters from them, so they're trying to improve that. With the last few installments of these, they've kind of made it a little grittier, so that definitely helps with cutting down on blisters. As far as Adidas version, it's a little bit tougher, not as smooth, not as soft, honestly, but still a pretty good heel cup, and the sprint frame definitely helps out with the stability on those as well. As far as the inserts of both these shoes, you're really not sacrificing a whole lot with as far as comfort with any extra padding or anything like that they're giving you, because you're really not getting a whole lot with either of them, to be honest with you. Both perforated inserts, almost identical to one another if you really look at it. If I was to pick one, it'd be the Vapors, simply because they are a little bit thicker, but you do get the extra inserts, as we showed you earlier. The extra softer, a lot thicker Adidas inserts, comfort soles, to make it a little bit nicer for you. So I'd say the adiZeros win in that category just because they give you an extra pair, but both pretty standard perforated inserts, nothing really to see here, nothing really extra. As far as the bottoms of the shoes, we'll start with the heels. Obviously the Vapor 8s and 9s went over to the two-stud formation in the back, to kind of give you a little bit extra sleekness, a little bit better balance, stability. So they do have the two in the back, and then they got the bladed studs, as you can see throughout, for a little bit quicker cuts, stuff like that, what have you. A little bit different than the Adidas adiZeros, which are the traction 2.0 stud configuration, triangular studs. They got the two in the back, which are pretty similar if you think about it with the Vapors, the two big ones in the back, but they also give you these two little ones, My Coach compatible, stability stud in here, and then they give you the two littler studs in the toe region over here, and then the two thicker ones in the ball of the foot and the outside of the foot, to give you a little bit more stability. So as far as stud pressure, stud feel to them, neither of them really had a ton of pressure, honestly. When I tried them on, I preferred the Vapors just because I felt like it was just a little bit thinner feel on the bottom. With the bladed studs, I felt that the Adidas, the adiZeros were a little bit more of the conical variety. They kind of give you a little bit of pressure, not a ton, but a little bit. And I just thought the fit of the Vapors were a little bit nicer as well. So overall, it's honestly both both very quality shoes. Both obviously very lightweight shoes. The adiZeros win in the lightweight category, but very thin feel to them. So it's kind of pick your poison. If you want the lightest, bar none, lightest boot on the market, F50s, adiZeros, all synthetic are probably your best choice. But you're not sacrificing a ton for weight. If you want something a little bit thicker, just feeling like you almost have a little more substance on your feet, this version of the Vapors is my favorite version to come out. To date, I can't think of a Vapor that I felt more strongly about as far as just fit and feel and comfort and all that stuff too. So I would go with Vapors as far as fit, comfort. Obviously I go with the adiZeros if you're just looking for lightness. As far as touch on the ball, I gotta go Vapors again, just due to the kind of tackiness and that new golf ball feel they put over the Tahitian synthetic. So it's a little bit nicer in that front as well. And just as far as performance, obviously I've only got to demo both of these for about an hour of playing, and I honestly prefer the Vapors. Adidas makes a good boot. This is a great shoe as well, but was more of a Vapor guy. The fit my foot a little bit nicer. It just felt more of a glove-like fit, whereas the F50 synthetics just felt a little too thin for my liking. So obviously that's just one's opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, kind of the battle of the boots for the two best shoes pretty much out today, which are the Vapor 9s and the F50 adiZeros. So until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed this comparison. Hope you guys are giving your feedback, questions, comments. Keep giving all your requests too for comparisons of shoes. We really like those, and we're going to start doing more requests and kind of giving you guys exactly what you want to see as far as kind of different shoes facing off against each other. So keep sending those in. Hope you guys again enjoyed the review, and until next time, take care.